Greetings, welcome to Prime Directive. I'm your host, Jefficho. My co-host as always, Chris. Say hi, Chris.
Hello.
So, Chris, it's hockey season.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's watch some sudden death with Jean-Claude Van Damme.
I did not know this existed. This was a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, 95, I believe the Devils won, but not here. In this one, it was Pittsburgh versus Chicago.
Yeah.
I would say Chicago had the advantage because I recognize their goalie's name.
Well, Pittsburgh was playing their backup by the end there.
Yeah. Well, they had a third stringer going at one point.
Yeah, they had the E-Bug in there.
Yeah.
That was good.
Hey, they had Robitaille. He showed up.
Yep.
He's in the movie.
Yep.
I heard Yager's name mentioned. Naslund was
Yeah,
out there.
I think that would have been Marcus Naslund.
Yeah.
I'd have to go double check.
I'm pretty sure he played a little bit in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chelios was out there.
Uh-huh.
There's a few recognizable names.
Yeah.
I love the point when he's taking his kid in there and he's talking to the players and he's just like, my dad says you should be in a rocking chair. Well, your dad ever play hockey?
Yeah. Well, we had to establish that.
Yeah. Played a little bit of goal,
Yeah.
The lower divs.
Mm-hmm.
Are you Democrats or Republicans?
Neither, sir. Canadians.
Well, in that case, good luck, and I hope to toast your championship after the game.
Sir, are you going to say the same thing to the Blackhawks?
Of course.
So Jean-Claude Van Damme is a firefighter.
Yep.
He's in a fire and he's holding a little girl.
Yeah.
And he's trapped under a beam and the fire's real.
Yeah.
Guys are running in 95, so we get actual real explosions and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they don't get to him in time. The little girl dies.
Somehow.
Everybody just stares at him. It's just like, shit, she's dead. All right, like maybe get him out. Maybe try CPR on the girl.
Maybe that's why he's traumatized, because he's just like, I should have done CPR.
Yeah.
And we just didn't.
Well, he's just shouting. He's like, I can't breathe. I'm like, I assume that's why she died.
Yeah.
But like,
So CPR seems like a good option for that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it looked like he had an oxygen tank on her at the first shot.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. It's questionable.
Unclear.
Get more! Comes on here now!
Shows up at his divorced wife's place,
Yeah.
because he's a fire marshal now at the Igloo
kinda.
in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's his kid's birthday. He's like, oh, I thought I'd take him to the hockey game and the girl as well, and I didn't tell you about any of this.
Yeah.
Surprise!
I just summoned 2 tickets to the Game
Yeah.
7 of the Stanley Cup playoffs.
Yeah.
Things were cheaper back then.
Yeah. This was the finals too, man. I want to know how it ends. Step-in dad, he was actually pretty cool and understanding in all this.
Yeah.
And he got his son a sweet stick.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, you get that. You get that kid to the finals. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Maybe, you know what it was? He just wanted to score with the mom that night.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's just like, we're going out to dinner. I don't got to deal with the kids. Can have some hot sex.
Yeah.
Yeah. For a kid getting to go to the Stanley Cup Finals, what an ungrateful little shit half the time.
Well, the ungrateful shit sort of came back around at the end.
I wasn't like, at some point, and then at the end I was like, that's good. You raised some good kids there.
Good job being an ungrateful shit, for goodness.
Yeah.
I need you to come with me. I'm with the Secret Service. Come with me now.
I'll scream,
I told you I'm with the Secret Service.
and I'm a little kid.
Hey, fella! I didn't pay to watch you! Down in front!
We go to the game. I love every time like an outside shot. It's almost like John McTiernan, like fucking Predator music. It's like, what's going on? We're setting up the game, and we're also setting up bad guys infiltrating the Igloo in Pittsburgh there.
Yeah.
And yeah, we basically got ourselves Die Hard, Chris.
It was so we were trying so hard to be Die Hard. It was ridiculous. Like I don't even remember the guy's name, or Jean-Claude Van Damme's name, but it was really close to McClane.
Yeah, it was. But he was a firefighter. He had a different set of skills.
Yeah.
Skills that came in handy, Chris. He never used an axe though.
No, he could have used.
Could have taken a door down. That would have been great. Vice President's coming to watch because he's a big hockey fan.
Yeah.
If I was in that position, I would totally do something and go to Game 7 games.
Goes to both of the teams and gives them the same speech.
Yeah. You gonna tell the other guys that? Yes, I am.
Sure am.
Good luck. I believe in you. You guys are gonna win. You gonna tell the other team? Yep.
Yes, sir.
Well, they're both American teams, so
Yeah.
that's why.
And we did establish
Yeah.
that Stanley Cup winning teams are full of Canadians.
Exactly.
So that was
It's just
good.
like,
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I just got Robitaille got to make a few little jokes in there. It was good.
Yeah.
Ça va? Bonjour. Ce soir, quelles sont vos chances? On va les enculer. Ah,
Dad, what did he say?
thinks they're gonna win.
Good shootout moves that Robitaille. I got a few off of him.
Played semi-pro up in Canada a couple of years.
Take over the president's booth. Did a lot of setup of like, hey, like here's the chef. Nobody goes past without his thing. Random guy shows up at a woman's house, points a gun, be like, let's go inside. Watches the game. I was just like,
Yeah.
did he just not have a place to watch the game?
He didn't even get to. He had to go downtown and start shooting bazookas at shit.
Yeah, it's impressive that he was able to do all that.
She must be really close to the arena.
Must be.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got some cookies off her. I got her to call her husband, be like, "Hey, let these bad guys through, or I'll kill your wife." And then he kills his wife, anyways.
Yeah.
I love that fun. Well, gotta go.
He gets killed later, so there's really no benefit for the chef.
Mm-hmm.
And he had that neat, nice little hatchet trip.
And we never got to use it.
Yeah,
I wanted him to kill some guys.
exactly.
Whoa, cool.
That's why you won't hear anyone complain about my cooking.
Then that guy just goes to the buildings, and when the Secret Service is there, and they got all the cops outside, and the helicopters flying over, which they were told not to by the bad guy, who was very charming.
I really liked his performance.
Yeah. Yeah, he was. I've seen him in so many things, but he's always older.
No, this was fantastic. That was an excellent, slimy, charming bad guy.
Yeah.
I really wanted.
He was ahead of the game the whole time.
I wanted to know more about him.
Yeah.
I know we kind of inferred things, but yeah.
Yeah. He was a good Alan Rickman replacement.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. It's just sad. His death was good, but not the way it proceeded.
Yeah.
I'm a disillusioned patriot with a yearn to fulfill my personal ambitions.
All right, how many are dead?
Counting Secret Service? Oh, by the way, why do you guys tell everybody you're Secret Service agents if it's supposed to be a secret? Don't tell anyone.
Former, Secret Service, I don't know. He was
They
in,
said something about counterfeiting division.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The money's good, but you can't spend it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so bad guy off the wife. He's hanging out in building tops, and he's using a bazooka to blow up helicopters and billboards that tell you too much information. When Van Damme walks in, and he's just like, "Hey, tell them there's bombs."
No.
Shit.
Guys take over. Van Damme, his daughter, we established with the mascot there, Icy.
Yeah.
Nice girl. Unfortunately, she got shot in the head and left in the closet.
Kind of died immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we put
I
another.
wonder how we got the body out of the bathroom there.
Yeah. Put another woman in the suit who fights Van Damme. Now I'm just I'm very impressed because was she training for this? Because it ain't easy to fight in one of those outfits.
Well, she had so much padding. None of his hits mattered.
At times, this could have been a comedy because it's he's punching the foam on this thing's beak, and
her head's probably here, and he's punching up there.
And then he lifts it into the fan, and you're seeing bits of it go. I'm just this is hilarious.
Yeah. I think that's part of the vibe.
Yeah, puts her hand in the deep fryer. And
That was the worst part.
Kills her with the deep fryer hand. That was the worst part.
That was the worst part.
I thought death by dishwasher.
No. It is unclear to me how the dishwasher killed her.
Well, it's because her helmet was being pulled and it was choking her.
Yeah.
And then she died.
She died
but also
real
the
quick.
body disappeared. Somebody
quick.
got rid of that body.
Yeah. Somebody's around cleaning up the bodies.
Yeah. All the Secret Service agent guys were pretty dumb because they're just what are you gonna do? Oh, I'm gonna stab you while I'm having a pleasant conversation with you. Or shoot you.
Randy,
Randy.
Mr. Rice is a woman, jerk off.
Vice President was cool. He's just like, hey, like, you touched the little girl, I'm gonna fuck you up, and your whole plan's over, because I'll be dead, but whatever. I like that he had a backbone.
Yeah. Yeah, he was ready to follow through on that.
Yeah, that guy's offing people, he said 1.7 billion.
Yeah.
And he wants it all transferred to different accounts. Each period, there was so much hockey in this.
There was actually so much hockey.
Yeah. Like, not only did we go through like the trainer's room for a fight, the kitchen, the ceiling stuff. Fucking Jean-Claude even goes on the ice and plays goal.
Glorious 2-pad stack.
Yeah.
Oh God.
And it's actually the glove that's.
Any modern hockey watcher watching that, it's just like, what the?
I'm watching this. I'm just like, man, like, you should have butterflied there. Like, why are you? Oh, the stand-up goalie's 95. Yeah, that's why.
God.
Yeah, I mean, Wall was around. There was butterfly. I guess, just the old.
Imagine what Ovechkin could have done back then.
1 point, Van Damme's avoiding the bodyguards. Our goaltender has a 104th fever, and so he's just like, Coach, I feel like shit. I just got scored on by a really crappy goal. I'm out. And so puts on the pads, goes in, makes the save, and then like just realizes like he needs to get out of there, so he just like punches the guy out, and then he like skates off and coaches.
Oliver makes a little move out in front of the net. What's he doing? Oliver, what the fuck are you doing? He gave him a right cross and knocked him down.
So yeah, it's a $1,000 fine. I'm like, it's the playoffs. You wouldn't give a shit. Yeah. You wouldn't fine your own player at this point. Yeah, no, you'd trade him off if you fucking lost that game. But also, he had a fever, so whatever. That guy's recognized him, even though nobody on the team did. And they're just like, oh, that's the fire marshal guy that we've not really seen, but we gotta get.
Yeah.
And then they have the big fight in the trainer's room, kills a few guys there, he's running around.
The trainer just eats shit. Like they.
Oh yeah. What are you doing here?
Whoa!
There was some collateral damage.
Yeah.
Who the hell are you? What the
He's made some guesses where all the C4 is, so he's taken some of those out.
Oh, I really did like when he kept getting confronted and he was like, this is the most powerful explosive in the world. He's like, just did that 3 times. It was so
He's
good.
like, C4? Yeah, no, I'm the one that installed it. Everybody's an expert. He like kills that guy and he turns around and the other guy's just been waiting there for his time.
That was the best sequence.
He's like, this is the most. And then secret agent guy comes in and he's like, would you believe?
So, yeah, that was actually a pretty good twist. I did not expect him to be a bad guy.
Yeah, like, I felt bad for him because, like, everything he was doing, sending men in, the helicopter, all his, like, plans to get into the building and stop this from happening were just foiled 100%ly perfect.
Yeah.
Like, I love it when the Zamboni comes out, the Zamboni driver, everyone's shot in the forehead.
Yeah. Unclear how it managed to trigger the jumping, but whatever.
And then it just lifts up and all the bodies of the people he sent in are in there. I was like, oh, chef's kiss. Like, these guys
really
know what they're doing.
Really good, yeah.
I love the one, the secret agent guy in the elevator who gets, like, shot in the head, dead, they go up, and he's just like, ugh, she shoots him again. I was like, you shot him in the head. What's he making noise for?
That man had a bullet in the brain.
Yeah. Steel plate, stop the bullet from going all the way through.
We install these on all our Secret Service agents.
How do I get in the box? Oh, you don't. Not if you want to see that kid alive.
Everybody throughout the movie is just like, oh yeah, he's a fire marshal that couldn't cut it. It's like, he couldn't do the job, but we put him in important positions here. Mm-hmm. And then, like, he's doing above and beyond his job. It's a French-Canadian fire marshal who, like, can kick ass because he's got all his martial arts skill.
Yep.
And you got a lot more Van Damme in this than you did in Universal Soldier.
You did.
A lot more kicking.
Yep.
There were times I was like, why are you not punching when you're that close? It's always a kick.
We still need to watch a proper Van Damme fight tournament movie.
Yeah. Line art.
Okay.
2 men should have been stationed in that kitchen, one with a clean geometrical line of fire to every square inch of the room, and everybody and everything going in that elevator should have been searched squat and twat. And no covered tray should have been allowed up here without inspection.
How long were you in the service?
I still am.
Killing hostages, the tech guys, just like first period, they didn't send any cash, so boom, boom. Second period, like they're starting to send some, but not a lot, boom. And then at one point we see the tech guy is also playing Doom.
Yeah, that's like, always the question, can it run Doom?
Can you get a tech guy just focus on the task? There's always this like, I'm so good at computers, I'm gonna multitask. What's this guy gonna do? Oh, he's gonna play Gattaca, and this guy's gonna play Doom. Boris, he's just gonna click pens.
Yeah.
Stare at girls.
We get the reveal after the head Secret Service guy goes in there that he's actually working for the bad guy. And then he starts, and then he goes for the kid.
Yeah.
And the kid is actually a little shit correctly.
Yeah.
He's just like, I was explicitly told not to leave this seat.
Yeah.
I will not be leaving.
Even if the building falls down, I am not to leave this seat.
Yeah.
And he was such a little shit earlier, pissing off his little sister, and so she runs away and gets kidnapped.
Talking shit about his dad changing light bulbs.
Yeah, that's all he does, even though before he was just like, my dad's a firefighter. Now it's just like, I saw him change one light bulb. He's pathetic in my eyes.
Yes. He'll never recover.
Yeah. I mean, those light bulbs are important. If there's a fire and there's no red flashing, what the hell?
Yeah. I mean, that does sound fairly within the purview of the fire marshal anyway.
Yeah.
Like, fix the fire shit.
Everybody's panicking, everybody's leaving kids sitting there. I was like, this is awesome.
Yeah, that's exactly correct. Good shit, kid.
Yeah, Van Damme foiled so many things that the bad guy just started flicking switches and then he's setting off whatever bombs he has left.
Yeah.
I'm going to say the toilets went because there was a lot of water.
Yeah, just the water. We had the nice water slide going down.
Yeah.
There. I'd love to see the behind the scenes for this movie because a lot of it looked like, well, obviously a lot of it was actually filmed at the arena. So how much of that was sets that looked like the arena and how much of it was the arena? You know, how do we put this all together?
I want to say, like, they probably used the set for the explosion at the end. I would almost say miniature, but, like, the explosion looked good.
It looked pretty real. I was actually thinking that. Like, it looked like a helicopter crumpled onto the ice there.
Yeah.
It really did. So maybe it was like a composite and they just had a sheet of ice in, like, on a stage somewhere. And, like, the rest of it was composited in or something. But I'd like to know. Because the crumpling helicopter, that was definitely a real thing.
Yeah.
That happened.
Had the roof open up a few times, once for fireworks, once for Van Damme to like fly down there into the presidential box and take out some people. When the helicopter, he like shoots all the guys flying it, and it's going down backwards. That looked bad.
Like, it looked really bad.
Like it just perfectly went straight down.
I am on a wire.
To the point where he's sitting there and you know there's a screen and you're just watching a helicopter fly straight down. And then like...
And I mean like, fuck. Just like physically, like you look at that and it looks so wrong.
Yeah.
Like it's just, you should know there's nothing stopping a helicopter from just plummeting. Like there's 2 rotors on the thing and none of them are pushing up. Like if it's like that, it's dropping. It's not slowly falling down the wire.
Well, I mean, they needed some time for the bad guy not to laugh because a bunch of times he was just laughing at the end. He's just like, no, I'm going to make you feel like shit and kill your daughter, not you. And it's like, he's already dealt with that.
Yeah, yes, sir, we are way ahead of you.
And so like, then he like, you know, gets the gun knocked out of his hand because he got pulled by the ladder, and then he's like, ha 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 ha, I guess I'm just gonna get away.
Oh, whatever. Close enough.
Yeah, and then, like, you know, at least they made up for it with the explosion, because the explosion looked good, but the helicopter going down looked terrible.
That was really, That's rough.
Yeah, he used a set of skills. He made a look.
Well, he had him on the phone at one point, and I was like, do the Liam Neeson thing. Do the Liam Neeson thing. He kind of did, not really.
Never pulled the fire alarm. I mean, that's the first thing. You want to get people out, pull the fire alarm.
Yeah.
If you did that in the first period, they still got to get their money, so they can't blow up the building, and that gets everybody out.
Yeah.
Phones were out. You used the billboard at one point. That's the movie, Chris. Did I miss anything?
What's the movie? I was wondering, nobody ever went after the broadcasters to get a message out.
Yeah.
Could have done that.
Yeah, I thought they could have done that. When the scoreboard started to explode because a guy fell into it.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought that looked cool. It's at center ice. It's not going to start a fire or anything. But everybody left at that point.
Yeah. I mean, Game 7 of the Stanley Cup playoffs, I would have been... I'm not leaving.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that sounds like a problem for the arena to solve. Right? If I'm at a Game 7 Stanley Cup final, that probably means I'm in Vancouver at a Game 7 Stanley Cup final. I ain't getting out of that fucking chair. I'm in the same team as that kid there.
Well, then I just paid $10,000 for one seat in the nosebleeds.
Yes, I did.
So I can't possibly leave that.
Yeah. Come hell or high water, we are finishing this. Yeah, all of those fucking Penguins fans are fake.
Yeah.
Fake fans.
Yeah, there had to be a few Blackhawks there.
Yeah, well, I mean, just, play this movie in Canada, nobody's fucking leaving. Yeah. Nobody is leaving.
So, when you guys gonna drop the puck, huh?
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Ice is still good.
No, we never got the final. I want to know. Sudden death. Nobody scored.
Yeah.
You said what? They'll restart the game?
I would imagine they restart not the game, but they just start from overtime again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quick overtime.
Although the Penguins should be disqualified because they played someone who wasn't on their starting roster.
They didn't know. They had terrorists.
It doesn't matter.
They had terrorists.
Doesn't matter. They're responsible for who they put on the ice.
No, back then there's such little shit security. People were just walking in everywhere, shooting up your trainers.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like there's an excuse there.
Okay.
I feel like since the vice president got out alive, that he will fix this and make this right.
Yeah, maybe the vice president can step in.
Maybe he can fire Bettman.
I don't think Bettman existed back then.
95, I think he did.
I don't know. When did Bettman start being a thing?
I want to say like 90s.
Okay.
Early 90s. He's been around forever. He's just going to retire next 3 years.
We'll have to boo somebody else.
Yeah. Maybe it'll be a player, though, and it will be like a player that we all love, like Mario Lemieux.
We still have to boo him on principle.
I
think you have to boo him on principle.
No. If it was Wayne Gretzky, you could.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially lately.
Oh boy. Oh God.
John.
Thought me, Chris?
I don't thought me. This movie was fun. I had a good time watching this movie. That's probably the most hockey I'm ever going to see in a major motion picture. Other than exactly the Mighty Ducks. Okay, hadn't thought about that. I did appreciate the sport, and you know what? It didn't look stupid.
No,
there was hockey in there. It looked good, and they just largely got the rules right. Like, they didn't fuck around with it. I think they respected the game.
All of that was like, I'm hanging from the building, there's hockey playing below me. I'm like over here at the sideboards, there's hockey behind me. Like, they made sure it was in like as many shots as they could.
Mm-hmm.
Now Chilios does got him ahead of center to Bernie Nichols. Here it comes. Pittsburgh game, look out. He shoots and scores. Bernie Nichols carried it into the Penguins' end, coming right down the slot. Wrapped a heavy slam shot.
This was a fun Jean-Claude Van Damme Die Hard movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah, shameless Die Hard ripoff.
With a good bad guy, a nice little twist with the Secret Service agent guy, which explains again how they foiled him so perfectly. Cause,
and he said, we're going to play it by the numbers, so they both sides know exactly what's about to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was at one point like he's like, the president wants to relieve me, he can, but I'm going to do it my way till then. And it's like, maybe you should. Yeah. Secret Service agent guy at one point, it's like with his son, and it's just like, I'm gonna go after the bad guy. You watch him. Don't take the Secret Service agent guy with you.
No, we don't trust them.
They can't handle shit. Only Van Damme, fire marshal.
Yeah.
Well, as always, guys, thanks for watching. See you next time.